You know, I noticed I started this video out saying that I was going to do like a daily thing, a collective collateral thing throughout the week. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to grab my camera every time I do something. So I decided to turn it in just a 24-hour day in the life of a truck driver. And the original intro I did, you want to kind of see it cut off here in a second. You won't see the original intro, but it might be a little weird transition from the beginning once I hang up. But that's why, in case you're wondering. Because I did start the intro saying I'm going to do a collective video throughout the whole week. But, yeah, I don't think about grabbing my phone. So I missed a couple things and I made it up for later on. But here's a video of a typical 24 hours of a trucker's life. Enjoy. So anyway, today's Wednesday, the beginning of my work week. So I was on my reset in Carlisle. So this morning, I had to go, I can't remember the name of the town I went to. It was 120 miles away from Carlisle. I had to bobtail there. I had to drop my empty at Carlisle. I had to bobtail over to this place because this place had one of our trailers there. Apparently it's been there for a while, and they had been trying to get drivers routed in there to pull it out, but for whatever reason it just didn't work out. But they were getting to the point to where the customer, the place, was going to start charging Schneider like an impound fee or whatever. So as I'm coming off my reset, I was just in the right spot. So anyway, I went to go pick up his trailer. When I got there, the guy was telling me he didn't even know how it got there to begin with. But apparently it's been there for a while. But the problem is it had a lock on the glad hand. So, because he asked me, did it have a lock on it? I was like, well, yeah, because if it didn't, you probably wouldn't be seeing me. If he didn't have an idea of how it got there, then why would he have a lock on it? So that kind of confused me. So I was supposed to take that empty to the Walmart DC 30 miles away from this place. And then drop it off there and then go to a rest area on the Pennsylvania Turnpike on I-80 or I-70 to pick up a trailer, a load, retrieve a load, rescue a load that somebody else had broke down. So they unhooked the trailer there. I was supposed to pick it up. But the problem was when I was at Walmart to drop out empty, Walmart said you can't drop a trailer and not take one. So there's no point in dropping an empty to pick up an empty. So I sit there, I called Schneider, I talked to them about it, and sit there and I guess a little over an hour. And finally, well, initially what they was going to do, they was going to send me to this company, which was 8 miles past the area, the company that I bought, that I picked up the empty from to begin with. So they was going to send me there, but they said no, you can't store your empty here. So I was like, okay, because I was getting ready to pull out when they updated my work assignment, but they called me real quick, said don't move because they said we can't put it there. So they took that off of me, and after about 45 minutes, I called them back for an update. Customer service was calling that company that said no, you can't leave your empty here. They said they was going to try to call them, sweet talk them to see if we could. So eventually they said yes. So I took that trailer back 8 miles past where I originally got it, which was like 40 miles from Walmart, and dropped it off, and had to drive 73 miles back to the service plaza in, I got that information right here, in, what was the name of that town? It was the Somerset Plaza on the Turnpike in Somerset, Pennsylvania. So, during this time, I didn't have lunch or anything, so I was able, when I got there, I immediately hooked up and didn't even mark arrived yet. And I went and took my break and got me a bite to eat. So I got back here, pre-chipped everything. Everything's fine. It's a heavy load, so I had to get scales somewhere. And the route, because I'm taking this load to a Menards in Holiday City, Ohio. But through the route, the closest scales to where I was at the Somerset Plaza was 10 miles away. Well, it was actually like it was 27 miles away, but it was 10 miles off the turnpike. So I had to drive down, get off on 70, go take 70, 10 miles to a Flying J to get weighed. I'm 78,600 pounds. So I'm a heavy boy right now. Then I had to bring that 10 miles back to 70. We're back on 70 to 76 and head west in Ohio. So It was not a crappy day. I mean, it's like, you know, it is what it is. It's trucking, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I only was able to drive. I've been on duty right now for 11 hours and 14 minutes. Well, 11 hours and 14 minutes for the day. I just parked a few minutes ago, did my post trip, and now I'm talking to y'all. But I was only able to drive 389 miles, which is not horrible for a day. But I like to get over 450 every day, just to feel like I'm doing something right, just to make money. So anywho, now I'm parked at the first service plaza that you come to in Ohio from Pennsylvania. So let's go to the back. I'm gonna show you what I've been eating for dinner. What I've been eating here lately in the truck, and instead of buying out, I've been buying my Walmart orders. So, hang on, I'll show you. All right, so what's for dinner tonight? I'm telling you, past few weeks I've been eating this. I get these right here. These are like roasted peppers and onions, some broccoli, and these Tyson grilled chicken strips. They are Tyson chicken breast strips, grilled and ready to eat. I store them in these containers right here, like this, as I need them. So I buy like 3 bags each, because I usually get like 2 pretty decent sized meals out of each bag, and it lasts me the entire week. I can't buy no more than that at the time, because I don't have a freezer big enough to keep everything frozen. So by the time I get to them, they're pretty much thawed out day 2, day 3. So I want to make sure I don't buy too much, so I can at least consume what I have before they go bad, because I feel like after a couple days of thawed out, they just go bad. So 3 bags of each seem to be plenty. And what I normally do is I just put it in a bowl like this, mix it. I don't do no portions. I just put like a handful of chicken or 2 and some broccoli, some peppers and onions, and cheese, of course. What am I cheese? Now, I most of the time I'll just eat it right out of the bowl. Throw some hot sauce on it, some ranch, whatever I'm in the mood for. And this week I got some. I got some of these. These are the low carb mission. These are wheat burrito shells. So either I'll wrap them up or I'll just eat it out of the bowl. It don't really matter. But I will say I did buy this like yesterday. I bought a couple of these containers so I can like if I wanted to meal prep a bunch of burritos and just store them in here and grab them and throw them in the microwave. But I haven't done that yet, which I will eventually. But yeah, that's what I'm having for breakfast. I usually have Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage, egg, and cheese burritos. I usually get 2 of those, and I have a Monster for breakfast. Lunch, I might do this, or I might just grab a hot dog or a sandwich. Like today, I had a chicken Caesar wrap from where I picked up this trailer from that rest area, that service plaza. But this evening, I'm going to have the chicken, broccoli, the fire roasted peppers and onions, and cheese. I'm just going to throw them in a bowl. I haven't decided whether I'm going to wrap them here or not. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But this is the final meal with a fork. I might use ranch tonight. I don't know. But all I do is put everything in this bowl, stick it in the microwave for 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, stir it all up, mix it up, look and see if there's enough cheese, and then throw it back in there for another couple minutes. After about 6-7 minutes, it's done. It's all hot. And it's good. It's really good. A lot of protein, a lot of fiber across the broccoli, and low carbs. I'm not doing the actual full low carb thing, but I'm trying to limit the amount of carbs that I put in me, just to kind of shed some pounds. I'm not in a big thing, but you know, I did it once before. I lost a bunch of weight, but since then, 5 years ago, it's came back on, of course. So I don't know. Anyway, that's me. That's what I've done today, and I'm having dinner now. Get ready to have dinner, and then I'm going to stretch out, watch a little bit of Netflix, and or YouTube. I'll watch YouTube first. Once I run out of stuff to watch on YouTube, I usually go to Netflix or Paramount Plus or Max, one of the other streaming services I have. But anyhow, so that's the end of the day, Wednesday. Stay tuned. We'll check in tomorrow. Had a rude awakening just now. I had my alarm set at 5:45, and it went off. I didn't snooze it. I just got right up and And literally like 5:53, I have somebody knocking on my door. I'm back here rubbing my eyes, stretching, trying to get woke up, moving. Some damn Western Express driver. His back of his truck was literally on my front bumper. He's trying to back out of that spot right there. Knocks on my door. I'm not paying attention at first. I hear a knock on my door. I look up. That's when I notice the truck right there at my bumper. He's like, "Can you please back up for me? I can't tell you." He's a towel head guy. He said, "I can't make a U-turn right there." I said, "Dude, that's why you don't back out of spots." I said, "You're doing it wrong, driver." I'm not very nice. I'm pretty grumpy when I first wake up. But I backed up for him. But I told him before he pulled off, I was like, "Listen, you know what? You didn't have to commit to having to make a left turn." Because I know what he was trying to do, make a left turn, U-turn out to exit right here. I was like, "There's a box right beside it. You have plenty enough room to make a right and go around the lot and come back out without bothering the driver at 5:52 in the morning." He was like, "Oh, Toddy. Whatever." So there's my day starting out. So now I'm going to turn on the Bobby Bones show. I'm going to make my breakfast burrito. I actually just got them out of the microwave. Boop, my breakfast burritos, get my Monster, and hit the road. Anybody else listen to the Bobby Bones show? That's what I listen to every morning. All right, let's log in. Go on duty. Pre-trip. Start shift. Confirm the changes. Now we got to review yesterday's log. You can see where I've driven 389 miles yesterday. We hit agree. Alright, we're on duty. So now that we're on duty, we're going to go ahead and... It's a smart idea to restart the tablet every day in case the overnight updates came through. This is what I do. And let's do a pre-trip. Make sure all the lights are off and the key is in the off position.
Messaging.
And these Cascadias have a light test button. Just turn it on. It'll cycle through all the lights. Let's get outside and do a pre-trip. First thing I do when I get out the truck, unlatch the driver's side of the hood. I've opened the door here. Get my tire thumper. Inspecting the side of the truck for any damage, mirrors, all that. First thing you gotta do really after that is you always want to check your release handle, make sure no one yanked it overnight. Check your lines. Thump your tires, make sure there's not low on air pressure or flat. I'm gonna look in between them as well to make sure there's no debris between the wheel or the tires. Inspect your trailer going down, your landing gear. For any damage that may have happened overnight, make sure your marker lights are blinking. We got the light test going now, right? So the lights are on. They're gonna cycle through. I wanna make sure it's blinking. Sure your tandem release handle hasn't been pulled. You can thump all the tires, check for lug nuts. For anything missing, any cracks, mud flaps. Those are important to you. You may not think those are important, but you can get pulled over for having a mud flap tearing off. So make sure that you have those. That's your ABS light. If it doesn't blink, you have a problem in your system. Now the thing about these trucks, if there's a light on it, it needs to work. Even if it's custom lights, if there's a light on it, it has to work, otherwise it's a big old ticket. All 5 marker lights up top work. That's my brake lights going through circulation. Those are my marker lights. License plate light. It's on, it's working. It's the biggest ticket getter that I've been told out there is your license plate light. Check your load, make sure the seal hasn't been compromised. I can tell you right now, I forgot to put a padlock on it yesterday. But since I'm getting ready to deliver here in a few hours, I don't really worry about it now. But we're supposed to padlock every load. I guess I just forgot. But our seal's still intact. Nothing going on here. Again, check the other side of the trailer for any damage. Tires again, look at the lug nuts. Air pressure. Thumper, yep. Landing gear. And yeah, I didn't show that, but you want to check out these air hoses, these air lines back here on the trailer to make sure they're not any lower than 12 inches from the ground. Damage on the mirrors. And here we're looking for anything cracked, bent, or broken, abrasion, bulges, or cuts on the lines, tears or frays on the wires, any evidence of leaking on the ground, tire pressure, lock adjuster, your brake pads, the tension on your belts, no more than a ½ inch of play. There's your turbo, exhaust, or air intake rather. Check the coolant levels. This is your water separator, power steering pump. Check the oil. Oil's good. I didn't see any metal flakes or anything in there. Nothing grabbing my attention. It's the lock adjuster. Of course, the whole time I'm looking at the U-bolts and the springs, cotter pins, and nuts. That's just AC condensation right there dripping off. Check out your lights. 5 marker lights up top are all on. Passenger and driver side marker, low beams and high beams both work on both sides, not cracked, bent, or broken, in good working order. Be sure to relatch your hood. One thing I need to do, take a closer look at, just to make sure. I got to climb under the trailer and go look at the brake linings on the tandem, and I can't do that with one hand. So you got to make sure we look at the brake linings and the pads and everything on the brakes back here on the trailer tires. Okay, brake linings look good. Tell you, for a big guy getting up under there, getting low like that, it's hard. I think I might get a creeper. You know, one of those little roll around things mechanics use in the garages. Whew. Takes some effort, but you know what? You got to do it. You got to make sure you're safe. So anyway, all right, pre-trip's done. Let's hit our next stop's going to be our fuel stop in Stony Ridge, Ohio. So it's 167 miles away. My delivery is only 225 miles away, so I'll be there 11 o'clock, maybe noon. So let's get to work. All right, we just got to our fuel stop, so we got to change our status. But see, it took me 165 miles to get here. It took me 2 hours and 40 minutes to get here. So I had a message, or my new pre-assignment came through while I was driving. I can't look at this stuff while I'm driving. It says from Battle Creek, Michigan to York, Pennsylvania. So let's go look at the assignment. 647 total, 0.2 miles. Battle Creek, I'll be there today to pick it up. And yeah, I'll have it. I'm 77, it's almost 78 miles away from pickup once I drop this current load off. Let's see, Post Foods, drop empty. It's a preloaded trailer, 25,000 pounds roughly, 24,580. It's not a bad weight. So since this is a food grade facility, I got to make sure the trailer, the empty that I pick up from Menards, is fully swept out and odor free. Now we're here at Pilot. We're going to fuel up and use the restroom, grab a fresh beverage, and move forward. Alright, we set up all of our fuel through the app, and we get a code. Nope, that wasn't right. This one. That's the right one. There we go. Get our gloves. It's always a good rule of thumb. Every time you stop, check your tires. Tires can lose air and you won't even know about it. Always check your tires. At least I do anyway. It's not like it's written anywhere to where you have to do it, but it's not a bad idea. Do a walk around to make sure nothing happened while you was in transit. And you can clean your windshield if you need to. Ours ain't bad, so we ain't gotta worry about it. Now we just wait for it to fill up. Alright, it's nearly 1 o'clock. It's like 12:52. My belly's starting to rumble, so I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm gonna time for lunch. So I stopped at this Pilot here. There's a Wendy's. I'm gonna grab me a burger. I want a Wendy burger. But also, as I was thinking about the rest of the day, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get by a truck stop, because I'll be back on the turnpike, back on 80, and this turnpike, yeah, there's some areas you can get off that's rather quick to get to a truck stop, like a Pilot, Flying J, or Love's or whatever. But most of it's just the service plazas. You pull off, they call them Oasis or whatever, depending on what state you're in. That's kind of like the place I spent last night. I won't make it back that far because I'm still about 60 miles away from Battle Creek to pick up the my next load. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my shower here. I'm gonna get a shower, grab lunch, and then get back on the road. So get a shower when you can. I mean, you can't get a shower every day most of the time. So, but a lot of times, you know, if you're on a normal highway, you can. But like tonight, I won't be able to get a shower because I doubt I'll be at a truck stop. So I'm gonna get a shower now. It's like I said, 1 o'clock now, and let's get that out of the way and have lunch. Well, so much for that idea. Showers are down. Apologies for any inconvenience. Whatever. Well, I got Wendy's. I'm gonna have lunch and get back on the road. Alright, we just parked at one of those service stations, one of those service plazas I was telling you about. Doing on duty. Let's go down to post trip. Firm changes. We lost about an hour and a half in traffic. Big truck wreck right outside, just east of Battle Creek, or 94 East. Took me an hour and 40 minutes to go 4 miles to get off the exit. There's fortunate enough the whole freeway is shut down. It's a big mess. Let's look at our stats for today. Let's see. First of all, right now you can see I've only got 55 minutes left on mile 11. Right now I've been on duty for a total of 12 hours and 27 minutes. The next service plaza was 50 miles away, and it's just too close to even risk it. So we're gonna park. How many miles have we done? We did 473 miles today. 10 hours and 4 minutes of driving. So let's do a post trip. Post trips are the same thing as pre trips, and I decided since we done one this morning, I ain't got to show you this morning. I'll show you this one. But I do want to show you something that I forgot to tell you on the when I was grabbing the new trailer. Every time you grab a new trailer, outside of the normal pre trip stuff we already did, to make sure you got your height sticker. Make sure you have your PM sticker. Now this right here on the PM stickers, that's the date it was done, the month and the year. So, or that's the day it's due, rather. I'm sorry. The month of January, due in 2024. So if you ever get a trailer, like say if this said 1 of 23 or 8 of 23, I couldn't take it because it had been expired. Check your glide hands, all the seals inside of there, the gaskets or the seals. And check your electric clip, make sure it's all in good functioning order. Other than that, everything else on the pre-trip is the same. But you want to check this out every time you hook into a new trailer. I'm going to do my post-trip and get back with you. Alright. Been a fairly long day. Like I said, we did 473 miles. Probably could have had another 100 on that if I didn't lose that hour and a half. But that's trucking. So I hope you enjoy watching the day in the life. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you want me to go into more detail about something. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. That's it for now. We'll see you next one.